Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. First off, I want to talk about all this lawlessness that is abounding everywhere. Just like Jesus said in the last days, lawlessness, because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will wax cold or grow cold. Lawlessness is abounding everywhere when it comes to law enforcement officers and their lawlessness, when it comes to citizens and their lawlessness. So I believe in the law, but I believe in the true definition of the law, not the changing of the law that everybody wants to go along with. So that's the problem. I believe in the true definition of the law, not the constant changing of the definition of the law. When you change a definition to something, then it no longer becomes what it was meant to be. Do you understand that? When you change the definition of something, then it is no longer what it was meant to be. You can change whatever you want to change, but that does not make it right. Do you understand me? Do you understand? Changing the definition to a law doesn't make it right. It makes it wrong. And if you want to keep on following a wrong law, more power to you. That goes to show what you are, really, deep down inside. You don't care about the truth. The truth has set me free, but you're just riding along the waves of this world, and you're being destroyed because of it. This woman here, I don't know if she's real or not, but she had made a comment on my ministry site, what really I'm not in control of, saying that I preach hate speech against gays and transgenders, and of course she's saying I'm in cahoots with my ex-wife. Of course I told her, you better get your facts straight instead of getting it from Kiwi Farms. And then she even private messaged me, saying that she's been trying to call me. Well, I've been blocking a lot of numbers that I've been receiving calls from, and I turn off my cell phone at night, so I don't get disturbed at night. I preach God's word from cover to cover, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Grow up. You're being a bunch of stupid morons. Riots. You're being, I heard on the news that one of the riots started out as a prayer vigil, then it turned violent. Come on now. And then people are starting to say a lot of stupid things about that big African American guy that was killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, the lies come out. The lies come out. The lies come out. Well, I'm going to preach God's word whether you like it or not. Does that make me a false prophet because I'm preaching God's word? No, it's not. Leviticus 18. Leviticus 18. Laws of sexual morality. What you are supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. And you're not supposed to, a man is not supposed to lie with a woman. lie with a man as if he is lying with a woman. It is an abomination, abomination, abomination. Do you know what that word means? Abomination? It goes against God's plan. It goes against God's order of things. And it makes God sick to his stomach. Get it straight. And also in Deuteronomy 32, it says, verse 35, vengeance is mine, and I will recompense. Their foot shall slip in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things to come hasten upon them. So you can either take that with a grain of salt, like you want to take everything else with a grain of salt. Now let's go. First off, let me do something. I need to put my computer down here, and before I go to another place in my Bible. And then Paul, someone used to believe in what Paul had taught. Excuse me here. Someone used to believe in what Paul had taught, but now they don't want to believe anymore at all. And Paul said in 1 Corinthians 5, immorality must be judged. I write to you in the epistle not to keep company with sexual immoral people. Yet I certainly did not mean that the sexual immoral people of this world, or with covetous, or extortioners, or idolaters, since then you would not need to go out of the world. But now I have written to you to keep you, I have written to you not to keep company with anyone named a brother who is sexual immoral, or covetous, or an idolater, or reviler, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, not even to eat with such person. For that I do with judging those who are the outside. Do you not judge those who are inside? But those who are outside, God judges. Therefore, put away from yourselves the evil person. Paul is saying that God has already judged all these immoral people on the outside of the church. You're judged. No matter what you can say, you're judged. But those on the inside of the church, I have the right to judge. I also have the right to judge rightfully. Because see, what gives me is a lot of people, they say, well, I know my Bible, but they only want to read Matthew. Or they want to read Psalms, or they want to read Proverbs, or they want to read a certain part of the Bible. They don't want to read all of the Bible. I read it from cover to cover. From this side to this side. Cover to cover. All the way through. All the way through, I read my Bible. Get your facts straight. Yes, I went down to Florida with my ex-wife and her wife. Well, we did not have any threesomes. Thank you very much. So stop your lying. We stayed at a friend of my dad's place. She had 2 bedrooms. I slept in one bedroom. They slept in another, in her bedroom, basically, and she slept on the couch. Her couch. At first, I got a hotel, but had 2 separate rooms. So you can go on and keep on saying what you want to say. You know, you can say whatever you want to say, but the truth is still the truth. I just love how people like to lie. And you know, really, it wasn't a vacation. My ex-wife was taking it as a vacation because I was flipping the bill. But yet, she got mad at me. She got mad at me and was hollering, screaming at me. And did a few other things. And here I was, the one flipping the bill. Now, you don't know the whole truth. I didn't go down there to harass him. I went down there on the advice of an attorney that I talked to. Get your facts straight. You see, my dad didn't own what is called real property. He only has what's called personal property. Personal property is not probatable. Because a lot of stuff he has isn't worth the money to probate. And everybody says, well, I mean, there's some people says, well, you know, that will. Well, let me tell you something about that will. And let me tell you something about my father. He was illiterate. I am not illiterate. I can read. Thank you very much. Get your facts straight and stop lying through your fingertips. And Renee's mother's husband better stop making those videos and lying through his mouth. Because God hears what you're doing and saying, and He's recording everything in a book. It's called the Book of Remembrance. Oh, you might not want to believe, but it's the truth. And when the time comes, you will believe. You will believe when the time comes. But then it'll be too late for you. So that's a problem. It's already too late for a lot of people on earth because God has already sent this strong delusion to your minds that's supposed to strengthen our faith in knowing that He's returning very soon. Yeah, I might be fighting a lot of people here on Facebook and YouTube, but it's because God has sent them a strong delusion. I'm trying to preach to the God-fearing Christians that we are in the last days because these people are so delusional that they believe, and because not only do they speak and type lies, they believe these lies that they're typing and speaking instead of believing the truth, and then they dare to call me names. You know, just like Jesus said, in the last days, this will happen. Tribulation. Tribulation. And then when the Son of Man is revealed, then the great tribulation will take place. Not until then. In the meantime, there's tribulation, pressure. Pressure will be constantly put onto believers. So if you want to keep on making your videos, Renee's mother's husband, and send them to that Mr. Moo, or maybe you're even Mr. Moo, and send them to your alter ego, your alter ego, Mr. Moo, and then making it look like, well, you're just sending them to somebody when you're the one that's doing it. God knows what you're doing. Yeah, God knows what you're doing. And eventually God will no longer put up with what you're doing. But, and then for this woman, she's supposed to live in Florida. I don't know if it's true or not, because her Facebook site I looked at, well, nothing's really been done to it much. So it could be a Facebook site that somebody else hacked. So who knows if this woman is the one really doing it or someone else. God have mercy on your souls, because your time your time is almost up. God bless you. Have a blessed day.